here's this guy coming in with all of these accomplishments that he, from all of these boycotts and sit-ins and marches in the South, and when he goes here, he's booed. What's happening here? What's beginning to happen? There's the long-term decision and understanding the long-term consequences, and there's like a very immediate reaction. You threw your hand up as fast as it could go up. What was the quote that stood out to you, the first one?
That's why it was so controversial when Beyonce...
I'm Henry Mahegan, and I'm a history teacher at Charlestown High School. I also do the public address announcing at Fenway Park.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Fenway Park.
I grew up for the most part, in Marblehead, Massachusetts. I've been completely nuts about baseball most of my life. I started working at the Red Sox in 2004, and it was after a lot of pestering. At the time, I was actually delivering furniture, and we sort of, per chance, delivered furniture to John Henry's house. And it was a piece of furniture, and it was a table that had a drawer in it, and I put my resume and a cover letter in there. I don't think he knows that. I ended up getting an informational interview with Dick Bresciani, longtime member of the media relations staff here. In the middle of the winter, he called and said, would you be able to come work for the Red Sox? When I first started, I actually was in publications and archives. I was going through all my old photo files from my days in the front office, and I pulled out a few gems. This is me getting my 2004 World Series ring. It felt so unbelievable that in my first year working for the Red Sox, I would get a World Series ring. One of the things that you have to do in media relations is, in the press box there's a microphone there, and anything that happens of any sort of importance, you have to announce it. At some point, I think Sarah McKenna approached me and said, hey, you sound pretty good on that microphone, would you ever want to be the backup to Carl? And I said, yeah, I'd love to be the backup to Carl. Carl didn't miss a game, I think, for like 9 years.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Fenway Park.
And so being Carl's backup was kind of like backing up Cal Ripken or Lou Gehrig or something like that. By 2010, working at the Red Sox full-time, traveling and all that was really hard work. And I started thinking about it, my 30th birthday was coming up, and I said, if I don't start to make the change, I don't think I'm ever going to do it. I come from a family of teachers, and so I kind of always had it in the back of my head that when I got the opportunity, I wanted to become a teacher. The 2010-11 school year was my first teaching.
Mr. Mahegan, his voice, it was so nice. He's very descriptive, and it's like he makes me a part of the history.
And then I remember I was getting my hair cut, and I got a phone call, and they said, we might need you. Something happened.
You may now know we lost a dear member of the Red Sox family yesterday. The voice you normally hear welcoming you to America's most beloved ballpark.
The next night, there was no public address announcing, and a day later, I announced the game against the Indians. The thing that I miss the most about working for the Red Sox were the people. The people that I got to work with in my time in the front office remain, lifelong friends. And when I was asked to come back, the thing that I was probably most excited about was knowing that I wouldn't lose touch with the people that I'd worked with previously. Kids find out, like, you're the Red Sox guy, right? And, and I usually on the opening class will reveal that, that I do have a part-time job. And I'll say, so if you ever go to Fenway Park and you hear somebody say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the kids will go, you sound just like that guy.
So when I went to Fenway Park and I heard his voice, I was just like, oh my God, this is my history teacher. Like, oh my God.
This is the shot of members of the 2004 Red Sox visiting my classroom, and the kids had all taken their pictures. As they were leaving, they said, oh, we have to get one more with you, and I really cherish this picture. It's kind of a picture that combines my career as a teacher with my time at the Red Sox. This actually hangs on the wall in my classroom. Plus, it's a way I can tell my students that I know Pedro Martinez. I was an intern in 2004. In 2007, I was in a full-time position. In 2013, actually, that was my first year really doing PA full-time. 3 very different roles in 3 different World Series. I think I would like to do both of these things for as long as they will have me, and for as long as my family can take the strain that it puts on us. It's a lot of work, and when the team is home during the school year, I don't really see much of my family. My in-laws help out so much. My wife Alyssa has been so great about it. So I think I'll just keep going until somebody tells me to stop.